Hello once again, and today we're going to have a game of Chuckie Egg on the Atari XL XE. Never played this version, of course. Never played on an Atari XL XE. Never had one back in the day, nor did none of my mates. So started to do a few games on them. So just have a look. So this was a absolute classic game. I had this on the Amstrad CPC 464, also played the Spectrum version, the Commodore 64 version, the BBC version. I would say the BBC and the Amstrad CPC 464 versions are the best version in my opinion. But let's see what the Atari 8-bit has to offer. So enough waffling, push fire to start. We know the instructions. If we played it, we all know what to do. 1 to 4 players, obviously not simultaneously, and it looks 3D. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the graphics look very detailed, but it's a bit slow. You know, the thing with Chuckie Egg, it was a fast-paced game. Well, it was on all the versions I played. It was very fast, very, you know, really tested your reflexes. This is very pedestrian. It might look very good. It might look nice with the 3D sort of look to it. And very, you know, the character Henhouse Harry looks quite detailed. The Amstrad and the BBC versions looked quite basic, but honestly they played very well indeed. They played, honestly in my opinion, them versions played the best. It was at a decent speed. The Spectrum version was okay. I didn't really get on with it that much. The Commodore 64 version was the same. I didn't really get on with the Commodore 64 version, even though it did look, graphically, it did look pretty good. It's like this, graphically this probably looks one of the best, but it certainly does not have the gameplay. Come on. So the object of the game, if you didn't know already, is to go around collecting all the eggs, and once you do that, avoiding all the nasties, you advance to the next level. A very nice game. I really enjoyed. Oh fuck! Yeah, I really enjoyed this on the Amstrad version. That's the version I had back in the day. BBC version was fucking hell. The BBC version was exactly the same as the Amstrad version, so I don't know what got ported from what, but they played exactly the same. They looked almost exactly the same. Oh fucking! This is just slow. Right, I used to get a long way on this back in the day, and I think you got to complete. Oh, come on! Got to complete a certain amount of levels. Once you've done that, the levels do loop around, but instead of the nasties, that bird in the cage comes out and chases you. By the looks of it, that bird looks a little bit too big for that cage. So I'm not surprised it wants to fucking come out. Ah! Mistimed that. Right, that bird seed you don't have to get, it just adds to your points. And when you get a certain amount of points, I think it's 10,000 points, you get an extra life. As I say, you do get a time limit in this game, so it's not easy. Oh, bollocks. But it's a challenging game, a very challenging game. Oh, bloody, it takes forever to go up them ladders. So slow. Right, that's the third level done. How many lives have I got left? One more life. I did get a bonus life, I think, so I've got over 10,000 points. Oh. Now I'm screwed. Oh no. Oh, that was lucky. You know, majority of, as I think I said before, majority of all the other versions of Chuckie Egg, why didn't I get that egg? Well, pretty much 2D, you know. This has got a 3D aspect to the platforms here. Oh, got it. But it didn't need it. It didn't need to have all these 3D effects. Well, 3D effects, these 3D platforms. They should have just kept it basic like all the others, and the gameplay would have been a lot more fun if it had the speed. I mean, this isn't bad. But if you're used to playing it, if you've only played it on Atari, then you probably think it's quite good. But if you played the other versions like I have, then this version, well, doesn't seem as good. Now I want that bloody bird to go up that ladder. And it's not, is it? Well, I don't think you can you? I don't think you can jump on it. No, I don't think you can. It ain't, even though on this version the bird does look smaller. Ah, bollocks! The birds look smaller than the character. Usually the other versions the birds are bigger than your character in House Harry. Come on, go up this ladder. I think if we run out of time you do only lose a life. But now I need that bird to go, oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Ridiculously slow. Then that bird's coming down the bloody ladder here. Come on, go up. Yes. Complete that. Oh! Fuck! Game over. And you don't even get to enter your name. Well, obviously I didn't. Hang on a minute. I've got higher in it. Oh. Just goes blank, so you don't. Do you get the option? Yeah, you do. Sorry, I do apologise for that. And you get to enter it on the keyboard, which is a good thing. Yeah, I just found it a little bit too slow. Graphically looks pretty good, but it wasn't about the graphics that made this game so good. It was the gameplay, and it lacks it on the Atari 8-bit system. As I said, my best version was the Amstrad CPC and the BBC Micro because they played identically the same. In my opinion, that was the best version. But everyone's going to have a different opinion on that. People are going to say it's a Spectrum version. People might say it's a Commodore 64 version. Or people might say this is the best version. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.